is a very good question. We're live on Twitch. This is going to come as a surprise to many people, including myself, because at the start of today, I was not planning on doing this. But here we are. I'm doing it anyway, and we're streaming on YouTube. Get in. Brilliant. Amazing. Awesome. I was not expecting to do this at the start of today, given the fact that I have had to change all of my overlays in in the space of 2 hours, because I decided to do this probably about 2-3 o'clock this afternoon. This is something I've been considering for a while, considering going back to doing more content creation, especially given the fact that I will be changing jobs soon. So I should hopefully, touch wood, hopefully be coming back in some capacity, even if it's just a 1 day a week ordeal for the foreseeable future. And we'll see what happens, because quite frankly, I've been out of the content creation loop for a while, despite the fact that my good friend Grimmy has somehow managed to make the most of me for God knows how long by literally having me, do a podcast that turned into just the YouTube channel of Taking the Pin for since the start of the year now. So that was nice to get back into that ever since the Unbelievable Streams podcast wasn't going to continue beyond a certain point. It felt wrong to be out of content creation. It's nice to be back in it in some capacity, and even nicer to actually be speaking to you now, because it's been a very long time. And as you can see, I've got brand new branding. Bragster's Nighttime Bonanza is here. That's what I'm going to call it, because I am not once going to be streaming during the day, so we're going to take it as Nighttime Bonanza. Bear with me just a second while I do try and tell people that this is going on, because I have a terrible habit of not doing that. So it'll be nice to actually do that. I'm also going to double check on my own phone. I am live on YouTube. That is very, very good. And I trust the fact that I am also live on Twitch. So I take that as a win, to be honest with you. It's going to be even funnier to see people's reactions to the fact that I am back on your screens. Surprise. So ultimately, we are going to be going into Valletta FC. We're going into a Malta save. A Malta save I've already been doing in the background, and we're just going to be joining it, hopping on. So rather than it just being a off-screen thing, it's going to become an on-screen thing, and then it may bleed into FM24 when that comes out. We've obviously had a lot of news on that today. That's going to maybe bleed in. I don't really know. It depends how far, honestly, we get in doing this. Because if it gets to a point where we sort of feel like my time is done at Valletta, we'll move on to something else. If not, we'll transfer it over. So we'll kind of play it by ear, per se. Speaking of play it by ear, I will now stop delaying and actually tell people that this stream is going on, because I have not done so. I think there's only like 2 or 3 people in the entire world that know this is going on. Usually I would declare to my friends, oh, by the way, I'm coming back, blah, 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 or I'll declare to the people I did content creation with for God knows how long, oh, by the way, I'm coming back. I did neither of those 2 things. Instead, I just decided to do it out of the blue. So we're now going to tell people that this is going on. And I'm also definitely live on Twitch, but it does say I'm on a different game, because I'm an idiot and I haven't updated it. So it's a good job I do check these things, because quite frankly, I would be absolutely screwed if I didn't. So let me 1 second while I accidentally ended up on someone else's stream. Quickly change that over, because I am definitely not on Dead by Daylight. That's how long ago I've been on here. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what I'm doing. So let's change this over to... I don't know why I am terrible. Here we go. Football Manager 24. Done. Isn't that great? I've changed games. I'm learning. That's what this stream is mainly going to be. Is me learning to be back into some capacity of doing things. So we're now updated on Twitch. I will now update myself on YouTube as well, because again, I'm an idiot. But as I was saying, it's been a very long time since I've been doing this, so it's very, very nice to be back and on your screens and going to be playing Football Manager. We're going to be diving into my Valletta save that has been going on in the background ever since I went on holiday. I went on holiday with my friends to Malta. We visited Valletta, and ever since then, it felt like me and my friends have had an obsession with Malta, and I turned that obsession in Malta to a FM save, where I had to download a lot of extras the extra. You know what I mean? The extra, the add-ons that people make because they're really talented, and I'm not. So that all those extras, I had to download those to be able to do this, and then so I downloaded that, and now I'm able to play as Valletta. So apologies to the people on YouTube who quite frankly won't have a clue, will have the worst thumbnail on the planet. I'm now going to change all of this over as well, just so everyone is up to date on every platform. So that is at least something I won't have to change in the future, I don't think. I probably will, let's be honest. I most definitely will have to change it in the future. But yes, so we're going to leave that there because I'm going to update everything and work everything out later. I just want to actually get into doing this. So that's all updated everywhere. I'm now going to tell people that I'm actually doing this, and inform people that I'm back streaming, even if it is just one day for this week. And then happy days. I think everyone will then be happy, won't we? We'll all be happy then. So let me just take a picture of me being live. There we go. Somehow that worked. That was a live image of me trying to show off that I'm streaming. Back streaming once again. Pre-warning, I will be rusty. Cool. I hope you like my little logo, by the way, because I also did spend some of my time this afternoon making that. All of this has been revamped because a certain somebody decided to change the branding of Twitter. So all of my overlays had the Twitter logo. And I had to check. And I also decided to change my name on Twitter since the last time I streamed. So I'm like, brilliant. So I had to go away and change all of that. But luckily it didn't. I say it didn't take me that long. It kind of took me a little bit amount of time, but that's not the point. It's really not the point. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to share my sources. I hope whoever is here is in, or whoever's watching post show at this point is like, what the hell is going on? Because I would be the exact same. I wouldn't know what the hell is going on. How do I share that I am live? How the hell do I do that? Because I'm an idiot. This is going to take me way too long, isn't it? This is going to take me a really long time. But, oh, copy link. Yes. I've worked it out. Brilliant. Can you do multiple links on the same one? We're going to see. We got Twitch there. Can I do multiple links? If I can do multiple links, this is going to be like the greatest thing of all time, and I'm an absolute genius. I definitely can't do multiple links. So that's fine. I'll link Twitch and put also on YouTube just below it. There we go. And happy days. All that's sorted. I've managed to at least update people on Instagram. I'm back. I've got bloody, what's his name? Oh, Eric Bischoff. That's it. I'm glad I'm not making this really difficult on myself at all. Eric Bischoff's theme is not on Instagram, so that's fun. I don't even know what song to use. Do you know what? I'm not going to use a song because I can't think of one. So that's going to go up on there, and then we're going to do one on Twitter where we are. Right, so there's my YouTube live, and then if I can, I'll then do this as well and share everything over. There we go. Copy link. Oh, I'm getting really good at this, guys. I promise you. We will get to some Football Manager in a moment. Luckily, this is not taking as long as I thought. I thought I would be sat here for about 20 minutes. I think I'm only going to be sat here for about 15, chatting absolute bollocks to all of you. And then we can get to some Valletta FC. I can start showing you all of my star players, one of which is a 44-year-old Chinese man. So, I mean, you're in for a treat tonight, if I do say so myself. I'm back streaming. I am live on YouTube and Twitch. Managing Valletta FC on FM24. I will be rusty. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I was worried that the music would be a little bit too loud. For anyone joining in now who's probably decided to join in from the Instagram post that I've just put up, I am just putting myself posting on Twitter and then on my Discord as well. And then we'll get to some gaming. We'll actually get to some Football Manager because I have been sat here for way too long not doing that. So we'll get to it very, very shortly. I do apologise. I'm very, very rusty. I just wanted to get back live, back doing things, and chatting to you guys all over again because it's been a very, very long time. So we're going to be copying and pasting this post, and then we can get to some gaming, which will be very, very nice indeed for all of us, so I don't waste all of your time. So there we go, and we'll put a GIF in. There we go. So lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's all on now. We'll go to Discord, we'll upload it, and then we'll get to some gaming, which will be very, very nice indeed. So Twitch streams at everyone. We'll paste. I'm back streaming. Blah 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 blah. Cool. And then we'll do the same GIF. There we go. Awesome. I've now posted on everywhere and we can actually get going. Very, very nice indeed. Right. Let's actually get to it. We'll snooze the incoming ad break because I feel bad for all of you for already having to wait. So, let's go on over to here we are. So this is Valletta FC. This is the team I've been taking over for a good little while now. So I'm going to update you all on what's going on. As you can see down here, we are currently in third. Last season, we did not do so well. I'll show you that in a minute. But we are currently in third. We have been top of the table so far this season. But we did have a couple of results here and there that quite haven't hit the mark. But overall, I'm quite happy. Now, the one part we were successful in last season is the cup. Now, if I go back to last season and we go to the final, as you can see, we lost the final. I mean, I was very happy because we weren't doing so well in the league to have actually made the final, but we did lose the final. Now, the manner of which we lost the final to, it's very upsetting. And do you know what? I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you how we lost because it's absolutely ridiculous. As you can see, the 93rd minute. And this is what happens. Because I don't feel like if I told you how I lost, you would believe me. So I'm just going to show you. So then you have to believe me. You will have no choice. So let's just show you exactly how this came about. So as you can see, my goalkeeper passed it away. They crossed it in and they scored. That's how I lost a cup final. That. As you can see, in the time that I have been away from streaming, absolutely nothing has changed. I'm still terrible. Anyway, when it comes to league table last season, we came 6th. How I didn't get sacked is beyond me, but we came 6th. On 41 points, we were 10 points away from any sort of European football. The team that won the cup also won the league. That's why I wasn't too disappointed to have lost, because quite frankly, you losing to top of the league, it would have been nice, but it just wasn't meant to be, was it? And then if we look at the club vision, the board love me. They love me. Last season, thought I was going to get sacked. They love me now. So we're absolutely delighted with this. Before you say the fans are going to hate me, the fans love me as well. So up yours. But everyone loves me, which is great. It feeds my ego to a whole new level. But all they wanted this season was a top half finish and to reach the latter stages of the trophy, which was the quarterfinals. Now, in terms of the trophy, we are in the 4th round. We need to get through this round to reach the round that they want us to reach, right? Hamrun are currently 6th in the league. They are no mugs. Absolutely no mugs whatsoever. And last season, Hamrun came 3rd. No mugs. It's going to be a really, really difficult game. But before that game, we have Balzan. Now, Balzan are rubbish. So we shouldn't lose to Balzan. Is basically the point. If you look at my tactics, this is my tactic. I know it looks weird, but this is my tactic. In terms of star players, this is the man, right? This is peak physical performance if I've ever seen it, right? 44-year-old Chinese man. What more could you want? Yes, he's got 4 acceleration. Yes, he's got 3 pace. However, this season, he currently stands with 6 goals, 2 assists and 3 Player of the Match awards in 15 matches. Quite frankly, he's flying. Yes, all 6 of his goals have come from penalties, which does mean I've gotten 6 penalties this season in 15 games, but that's not the point. Last season, he wasn't amazing. He was good, but he wasn't like next level. This season, he is like next level, which is amazing for me. Paber is my other really, really good player. He is Maltese, which is great. We've got to carry the flag. I'll tell you about the awful rules for the team sheets. We have to have like 9 Maltese players in the 18-man squad, which is ridiculous. Because honestly, even I'm not sure I can, like, I can't even compete. And I'm quite frankly, there's not 9 good Maltese players either. But this is our star man. He is extremely, extremely good. He's just carried us and carried us and carried us over and over and over again. He always has done. There's just something about him that's just amazing. When it comes to elsewhere, our defense is very strong. We got this Spanish man in our defense who is very, very good. I'm surprised to be honest, that we managed to get him on a free. And he's here for a good couple of years, which is great, given the fact that he's reasonably young. He's absolutely bossing the league. We have no concerns whatsoever. And then we've got this Navarro. We also managed to sign him. That's why we've managed to actually become very, very good and go from being 6th mid-table, struggling mid-table, to competing in the league. Is because we managed to get a good few free transfers in there from these B teams, per se, from the Spanish league, because, you know, Spain is near Malta, so that's ultimately how we're managing. Ignore these up here. We ignore that. We're playing tiki-taka football. Quite frankly, we're in a really good spot. We are in a very, very good spot for us, which is great. Like, ultimately, we have managed to compete at a decent level. I thought, oh wait, Guja, that's the team that's bottom of the league, isn't it? So they've just changed their manager because they haven't won yet. They've drawn a game, but they've lost all of the others. So when they come up in a few weeks' time, we have to be very wary and avoid being the first team to lose to them. Because that's what I did a lot of last season, was losing to teams that, quite frankly, we shouldn't be losing to. Unfortunately for us, I'm not going to pronounce the name, but maybe Berkirkara? Yeah, that's it. That's exactly how you pronounce it. They keep winning. At the moment, they're a force to be reckoned with. We were really up there. We still are. We're still competing. But ultimately, if I get into Europe, that's for me what matters. Because they're in... Are they in the Europa League? Is that what they're in? What are they in? They're in the Conference League. So they're currently in the Conference League. They are getting beaten most of the time. I think that means they might be out. They are most definitely out, aren't they? Yeah, they finished right towards the bottom. With 0 wins, actually, in their entire time in the Conference League. But they managed to reach the Conference League, so they're going to get a decent amount of money. Good for them. So they're a proper force to be reckoned with, and I kind of wish they weren't, to be honest with you. Right. Sorry, I had to move my mic there. I do apologise for any noise that was coming through. But we have Balzan. It should be an easy win to be able to get you guys familiar with the team. And then we have the cup game, which is hyper important because that actually really does matter. And I can't afford to lose it. Because currently I'm untouchable, which is amazing. Love that for me. But I would like to stay untouchable. We need to increase his playing time. Is he currently in the squad? He is. I've got 2 very good right backs, so that's why one usually gets angry. Vega has been brilliant for me for 2 years now, and this guy has been good for me. Just he plays a lot less than Vega, because Vega, I think, is like my vice captain or whatever. So, is that Liam Rosenior going to some... Bugger off. Sorry, I've got completely distracted by Liam Rosenior going to Southampton. That is amazing. So, he departed as manager of Hull. So when did he become manager of Hull? Unless he already is manager of Hull in real life, and I'm just an idiot. Which, let's be honest, it wouldn't surprise anyone if that's the case. Because that's what I made a literal career doing, is being an idiot. So, it would be nice to actually see you guys meet the team properly. Oh, he's Strasbourg manager. Hello, Gavin. Nice to see you. Yes, thank you very much for pointing that out. He's Strasbourg man. Really? I know. I'm back. I know, Gavin. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing myself, to be honest. It's been way too long since I've been gone. I think I've been away from content creation for... It's Eric Bischoff levels of I'm back. If I could have that song on repeat without it annoying me and everyone else on the planet, I would. But unfortunately, it would annoy me. Sorry, I've gotten distracted by them drawing. Yes, okay, it drops me a place. But that is huge for the league, because that means if I get 2 wins, I'm only 1 win behind, which is amazing. We are not aiming for the league. I don't know why I'm talking as if I'm going for the league here. This team is not good enough to win the league. This team is barely good enough to lace their own boots, to be honest. But that's beyond the point. I ignore the assistant every single time. And we're at home. I'm going to criticise Muscat for being terrible in training. And I'm going to praise you, our 20-year-old fullback, who we got on loan, by the way, because I asked for an affiliate club. Have I used any of their players? No. But does it mean that my squad has more people in it? Yes. So I'm very chuffed to bits. What I was going to mention is this thing down here. A maximum of 9 foreign players. So in the 18-man squad, we have to have half Maltese, half foreign. As you can see by our first 11, Maltese players aren't that good. So it's a massive fight to have the best Maltese players. So we've got to get very, 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 very good at... we've got to get very good at developing players, because right now there are no good Maltese players. So the only way that we're going to get good Maltese players is by getting some through our youth systems. However, we don't have money at this club. We took a huge loan to be able to keep the club alive. That's why I kind of want Europe, because I feel like if I'm in Europe, I will get money, and then once I've got money, I can then pay off the debts, and once we've paid off the debts, then we can start focusing on other things. Honestly, this club it's been an entire journey already with this club to an entirely new level. I don't think that we need to change the team too much. Everyone down here is reasonably happy. This is like one of our good youth players, good Maltese youth players. Got to accumulate debt. Exactly. We've got that's how we create great wealth. Is we put the club in crippling debt, and then we can bring it all back. Unfortunately, this Cardona, who I was going to show off as amazing, is currently all of his attributes are going down. If that doesn't sum up this club, I don't know what will. But ultimately, I don't really want to change too much. Our bench is just full of pretty rubbish Maltese players. This guy is someone else that could also develop. That's why he's on the bench, because I'd rather him there and like this guy as well. I'd rather a couple of these guys than basically playing a couple of rubbish people. Like Grimmer, who's pretty bad and he's not young anymore. So that's a quick stop introduction to everybody. And we're going to go into the game. See exactly how we managed to do this. Now, what would be hilarious is if I return and then I lose. Because that would be a very me thing to do. That's not what's going to happen. We're going to be really happy. What are we going to do here? Let's just... oh, yeah, I'm expecting you to deliver. That's going to be good. That's going to inspire them. Right. No, I'm not. I can't be sacked in my first... I'm untouchable. If I manage to get sacked in one night, after starting it untouchable, then honestly, I think I should retire on the spot. Paber! Oh... I thought we were going to start off first highlight, first goal in my first stream back. That would have been very, very nice indeed. That's not what's happened. I don't think I've ever scored from a corner, by the way. So, I'm just... Whenever we get a corner, you'll realise that I'm not very enthusiastic. Because I don't think I've ever seen it. I managed to have a board meeting in my rival save before. But how did you manage that? Astro transfer fund... Oh, of course you leaked to the press. Of course, that's your first mistake. And why would you do that in a network save? That's not very clever, is it? That's just immediately putting your opponent on the front foot. Oh, that was close by Samuel. Jesus Christ. Yes, you are right. It is funny. That is how I've been sacked in a network save before. So I criticise you from someone that's literally done it. But... It is quite funny. I don't know why we keep getting cornered. Because the thing is, right, my assistant constantly tells me that we're really good at set pieces. Because Paber is really good at set pieces. However, despite the fact that he's good at set pieces, it doesn't mean that we're good at scoring from them. So... That is a constant problem that we end up having. Zheng proving his 44-year-old brilliance into Samuel. Get in. Paber into Samuel, and we're 1-0 up. I'm really glad that we scored the first goal. General FM rule of thumb is if you're not good at set pieces. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know how people have become really good at set pieces. Because I am terrible with them. I kind of hope they change it for the next game. Because I don't like the way that set pieces are done in this one. I quite liked the old system. I know it was very simple. But I really did like the old system. So I would prefer it to change. But I have a feeling that it won't because everything else has changed. First FM26 will be 4 hours of set piece. Honestly, you literally could. It takes so long. See, this is my point right here. Play for set pieces is constantly told to me, despite the fact that I don't want to play for set pieces. Honestly, that's a good start. I'm happy with how we're doing. What matters is we get the win. I might take off a few of our star players because we do have the cup game midweek. And we do, as I've mentioned before, we do need to win that. What might be the worst sentence you've ever heard in your life? I don't want to play for set pieces. No, of course I don't want to play for set pieces. God, no. It's like, look at us. We're scoring from open play. We don't need set pieces when you can score from open play. And this is the great tactical genius that we have, is we've got a very good set piece taker and we don't make the most of him whatsoever because we could just score from elsewhere. It's a flawless system. It's a really good goal as well. I'm really happy with that. So we're 2-0 up, 60th minute, against a team that are towards the bottom of the league. And let's make a few changes now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, open play goals count. Open play goals count. I refuse to hear anything else. We're going to bring Molinero in. We're then going to bring on... We're going to bring on the young kid, actually. We're going to bring him on for Paber, because I would quite like Paber for midweek. And who else do we need to... Probably need to take off Zheng, so let's do that. And do we need to replace anyone else? We've kind of got replacements for everyone up here, so I'm not really too concerned. It's everyone down here who we don't have many replacements for in terms of someone of a similar quality. So let's make that few changes. Make sure, and hopefully they don't get back into the game, and we can just sort of relax and everything's going to be happy and all honky-dory. We're now in the 80th minute. We're now going to make a substitution. We're going to bring Gorgi on for our really good centre-back. And yeah, I think for a first game back, look at the match momentum. That's incredible. So we've had a very good first game back on stream. I'd appreciate not conceding in the 90th minutes. Thank you. But that's a very good first game back. Just to sort of show you how good my team have sort of been recently. We're very good at keeping possession. We don't create many chances, but when we do, they are very good chances, as sort of proven by the XG marks through here. And yeah, I mean, we cannot complain whatsoever, really. And that is a very nice victory, and yeah, we're flying, absolutely flying. We can go into the cup game now with a bit of momentum on our side. Our left back has unfortunately picked up too many yellow cards, but that's kind of okay because I was considering dropping him anyway. So I don't mind doing that because we've got a couple of, we've got Cardona and we've got this guy, Cozzoli, who's Italian. But for the next game, for the cup games, we don't have to worry about the foreign players rule. So that's usually when I bring in all my foreign players. So I try and bring them in to like as quickly as possible and just produce the best team. I don't care that you're unhappy, okay? I don't care. So usually I will put a load of the foreign players out for the cup game purely because they are my best players, and I think that's honestly how I managed to do really well in the cup last year. Look at this, like, not financial position strong enough. Like, Samuel's been decent for me this year. He's only scored 3 goals in 8 matches, but I think it's a matter of his potential ability is what we're more thinking about. If we can keep him at the club, because he was playing in Malta. This is the crazy thing, is he was playing in Malta and then they've let him go. So if I can keep him and keep him developing, like, that potential ability, if we can remotely get close to that, even just to like 3.5 star player, we're laughing big time. But that's going to be a problem for later in the season. So yeah, I need to move my microphone because I currently cannot see a thing. There we go. So yeah, if I show you the finances, is that coming through my ear? Okay, we need to up it to about there. I still want you to hear the background music, which is just movie soundtracks for the moment, because I didn't. Well, it's piano versions of movie soundtracks because I didn't really want to end up with getting taken off of YouTube in my first stream back. So I thought I'd play it safe. It's still got more money than I've got. To be honest, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. We're in crippling debt. This is, as you can see, is where the loan came in of about £1 million. And we've just continuously gone down from there because our expenditure is, for whatever reason, quite high. But by progressing in the cup, it does massively help us. And the fact that they love me also does help. Florina unfortunately picked up a win, so now we've got 2 teams on 40 points at the top. We are now 7 points clear of 5th, which is huge, because if we can get European football, that will be monumental for us. So at that point we're then laughing, and again you can get European football through the cup, which was one of the things I was really looking forward. Well, I say looking forward to. One of the things I really wanted was to win the cup so we could get into Europe, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But I honestly think that in hindsight, probably was a blessing in disguise, given how good we're doing this season. Expecting a good crowd. I think they're our rivals. I think that's why we're expecting a good crowd. No, they're not our rivals. Okay, we're just all happy, are we? Brilliant. The fans are all happy with that performance as well. So, they've got nothing to complain about because we literally played amazingly well, so they can all shove it up their backsides as far as I'm concerned. But yes, so we got Hamrun next. Hamrun are a very, very good side. They, as I've mentioned before, they got European football. That's kind of what we're aiming for. So if we get the win here, we can definitely get this win here against Zabar, and then we head into the new year. Now, the one thing you need to know about the Maltese League is the Maltese League actually finishes in March or April time. So despite the fact it says we're in January, December, we're actually towards the end of the season. So it's not as if we've got loads left. Like, we're actively over halfway through the season. This is all we've got left into the end of the season now. So these games are huge. Like, this run of games here where we're playing the top two in between two terrible teams, if we can come out of that with 9 points, I'll be very, very happy. I understand that we're probably going to lose one of them, maybe the away match to Floriano or whatever, but ultimately I'm looking at our run to the end of the season, and we've got a good mix of good team, bad team, good team, bad team, rather than having like a run where we've got loads of good teams back to back to back. So we're playing on New Year's Eve, so hopefully we get the win and they can all go on the piss. That would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice for all the players? So we're going to replace the left back for next match only. We're going to bring in Cazzoli. We're going to bring in Vega. We're going to replace... We really don't need to risk him. So I would rather replace him quite happily. He's going to explore options at the end of his contract, but I think he can come in for one game. And if not, we can... Yeah, so he can come in for one game. Then we'll make a couple of changes here. I don't want to make like loads and loads of changes, but I also don't want to pull out like my best team. That's another good 16-year-old that we've got. That seems honestly a theme. We'll replace the goalkeeper. This goalkeeper, again, his ability doesn't say a lot, but in his last 2 games, he's gotten a 7.2. He's been very, very good for me. So, you know, don't let his age fool you, because he's actually been very, very good for me. Who else am I going to bring in? I could bring in Silas for this game, but Silas is transferring. Actually, Silas is transferring tomorrow. So yeah, that's one of the people that I'm losing, which is annoying, because he's not actually on a contract with me. He's sort of playing out a contract. That's honestly what I tried to do, was just to have him playing for free, but apparently he wants to get paid. Honestly, it's ridiculous. The attitude of my players, sometimes you do have to question it. But yeah, so we've replaced a couple of players. Do we replace? I kind of want to keep that midfield. That midfield's so good together. I kind of want to keep them all together. We've changed a lot of the defense. Let's keep a lot of the attack. And then let's properly rest a couple of our players as much as possible. Maybe put him on the bench. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, because is he the rubbish one? He is the rubbish one, so I don't really want him on the bench. The only reason he's in my squad is because he's Maltese. That is the only reason why. So let's get into this game. We should get the win. We've made a couple of those changes with our squad, but again, we should be fine, given how we've played all season. Oh, thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. I'm glad he has done that. I'll add him to the block list. Isn't that lovely? That was easily done, wasn't it? There we go. And media have given you a lot of credit. We're going to go with that one. And hopefully we can beat Hamrun, who have been doing well in the league. So I am a little bit concerned. And we can put a good run, continue a good run, but this time in the cup. Manu's picked it up. He's put it into Monero. Manu's got it again, and Manu puts it in the back of the net. That is a really good goal, really early on. 5 minutes in, Valletta 1, Hammer 0. And we are in a very good spot. That was a misplaced pass, and then a lovely 1-2 between our striker and left centre midfielder. And we're 1-0 up already, which has kind of settled my nerves a little bit. Famous last words, but they have kind of settled my nerves. So I'm hoping that we can sort of use that momentum now that we are already 1-0 up. We've already, you know, broken the deadlock, and we can now just focus on winning the game. I say that as they immediately get a highlight, and I have a feeling, given the fact that they've just made a mistake, they're not going to make another one. I mean, it would be lovely if they do, but I have a feeling they're not. I feel like this could be a chance to them. Mbong is cutting in into Kamara, into Nenov, and they've got it on this left-hand side, and they've crossed it in, and we've got it away, and I was hoping our striker would pick up the ball there, but they're just going to go on the attack, and Mbong has put it into the back of the net, and it's 1-1 already. That didn't take long at all. Literally 10 minutes, and they managed to cut through. Our left back's not very happy apparently, which is great. He completely lost their man. I mean, Mbong manages to get it in at that tight angle. I mean, the goalkeeper's going to be a bit disappointed, but hopefully we can still manage to turn this around, despite the fact that they, quite frankly, have had a majority of the ball so far in this game. But we've got it this time. Zheng's got it, and we've had 2 highlights and 2 goals so far. Ruiz is passing it around the back. Bolanos into Vega, into Paber, and now we're talking. Paber's got a very good cross on him. He puts it in, and Molinero puts it over the bar, unfortunately, for us. And I had a feeling we were going to miss that, but I mean, Paber's crossing is so good that, quite frankly, we can create a lot of chances just from that alone. But we're not creating a lot in this game. Maybe from a set piece, which would be very rare for us. Manu's got it on the edge of this box now. He crosses it into Demonge, who puts it into the back of the net, and that is a wonderful goal. Not directly from a set piece, but we still managed to create the chance from the clearance from the set piece, and that's very nice indeed. Again, this is why I did not want to change our midfield, because our midfield is so good that honestly I think they can win us matches. I think we could change a lot of, whether it be the striker, whether it be the defence, we can change a lot of it and still come away with victories because of how good our midfield is, and they're sort of proving it in this game already. We're not playing very well, but we're still getting results. I decided to go to balance there just because we need a bit of possession back. I don't want to say delighted, so I'm just going to say our passing's been great, because that's the equivalent of just saying we've been good. Like, sort of just keep this going. And I'm hoping by going to balanced, we sort of bring the possession back in our favour, because we're not really a counter-attacking team. We're very much a team that likes to have the ball. Molinero with the cross in. It gets released into Zheng with his free pace. Into Manu, who's probably going to pass it back into Kazoli. And our left-back has managed to get a goal in a game he wasn't playing very well in. And that is very, very nice indeed. We're 3-1 up now. That should hopefully be a good enough cushion. Manu is absolutely bossing that midfield. That's why I love having Manu and Paber in our team, because if one's not having a good game, the other one probably is, and that puts us in such a strong position. It's honestly so good for us. Time is ticking away. I kind of need to make a couple of changes, don't I? Manu is absolutely knackered, so we're going to bring on Sadiq again. I quite enjoy bringing him on. Do we bring on Samuel? I don't really need to. We're going to bring on Grimmer for Demonge, and then I don't really know what to do here, whether to just replace Vega, but Vega's sort of having a good game. Let's not complicate things. We're having a good game. Let's continue having a good game. I mean, we've just made a substitution, so I'd rather not concede right now. They've hit the post, but Shaw puts it over the bar, and we can hopefully just relax for 30 seconds would be appreciated. We might want to take off Zheng as well, because Zheng is knackered. Muscat can come in for Zheng. I mean, for 44 years of age, he is doing brilliantly. We had to get him on like a coach player contract purely because he didn't want to play week in, week out. He's still playing week in, week out because he's like our best player at 44 years of age. You guys will grow to love Zheng as much as I love Zheng, as they're going through and it's 3-2, and I do not like it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. We're going to start time wasting. I really, really don't like that at all. And they have the ball again. This is how important Zheng is. When Zheng leaves the field, we're now struggling, but we managed to get it away. But no, our composure's just not there anywhere near to the same degree as what it was. And it's gone over the bar, but that was not enjoyable to watch at all. I did not like that. We just need to waste time. We need to get this game gone. We've got a highlight for us now. I want us to start wasting time more. And Kazoli, again, managed to get the ball back. Thank the Lord. I don't know who that was in that midfield. It might... do you know what? That might have been Alfred, which... if it was, that could be his final big moment for the club, where he sort of stops the counter-attack. But it feels like they're going to get one anyway, despite the fact that we've tried to stop it in the 87th minute. And if they get back into this, I honestly think we're going to lose it. I think if we concede again, we're going to lose the game. Mbong's going through, and it's gone into the back of the net, and we've conceded 2 in the space of 10 minutes. And yeah, we're in big bother here. This is not good at all. This is absolutely terrible by the team. I mean, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't know what we're going to do here. We've been outclassed, outplayed throughout this entire game. And they're going to have a highlight and they're going to score, aren't they? We're going to concede 3. We're going to concede 3. Oh, we haven't. We haven't. Thank the Lord. Oh, I feel like I'm going to have a breakdown already. We're into extra time. Look at this. Look at that XG from then onwards. We've created nothing since we scored in the 60th minute. And they've just gone on ever since we made those changes. I mean... I'm really not happy. I don't know what we're going to do here. Because we have brought on some utter awful players. Like, utterly awful players. Let's switch them to around. Because maybe it's the fact that Sadiq and Kazoli are on the same side. The fact that Kazoli has scored and he's on a 6.9 shows how terrible he has been in every other aspect of the game. Like... That just shows exactly what's been going on. I do not like this at all. We might have to play for penalties here, but we might not even get there. Oh my giddy aunt. This has been awful for us. Right, we're going to have to start this second half. Paber's been terrible, but I can't take Paber off because Paber's one of our better players. I might have to take off Sadiq, you know. Which, I mean... feel terrible for him because, you know, it's a young kid, but he's just not been good enough. So, unfortunately, he's going to have to get off the field. What we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, we're going to basically play with just, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to play with 2 up top, and we're sort of going to take one of our young kids off because I think that's going to be smarter for us. And we'll see what sort of happens. Let's encourage the boys. With 10 minutes to go, we haven't really created much. Again, we have been absolutely terrible. But maybe, just maybe, we can pull something off so we don't have to go to penalties. That would be appreciated. But at the same time, I don't want us to concede. So do not do anything stupid. Kazoli has the ball on this left-hand side. He's given the ball away again. Honestly, he deserves, like... so many things, so many bad things to happen to him. Oh, honestly, he's going to cost us the game. He's absolutely terrible. And then they moan when I'm not playing him. He cannot defend for the life of him. And he's a left back. Mbong is destroying him. Mbong is destroying us. And he's into the back of the net and we've lost. We've lost. We were 3-1 up. 3-1. And we've lost. That might be the worst collapse I've ever had on the game. Winning 3-1 in the 80th minute and losing the game is... And that was in the 120th minute as well. Do you know what? That is unacceptable. I don't care. You deserve the water bottle thrown at you if you throw away a 3-1 lead with 10 minutes to go. I am absolutely bewildered here. Honestly, I cannot put into words how terrible that is. How are they only slightly disappointed? We should not have lost that at all. Like, honestly, that's the worst collapse I've ever had on the game. Everything was happy. I was making change. I put a 16-year-old kid on the pitch. I put a 16-year-old on the pitch because we were 3-1 up. We were happy. We were laughing. And now look. Unbelievable. Do you know what? You know the saying, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. No. I'm angry. I'm just angry. That's the only emotion I currently have. Is anger. Like, honestly, I'm absolutely furious. Utterly furious. I don't know what to say. I really don't. How much reliance do we have on our high quality players? Like, how much reliance? That's a ridiculous level of reliance that we have. Right, Saka's named Footballer of the Year. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Wonderful. I presume it's the Ballon d'Or. Is it the Ballon d'Or? What is it? Is it the Ballon d'Or? Is that the equivalent of the Ballon d'Or in the game? I presume so. Don't know why it says no award given for all those years. But I presume it's to do with the Ballon d'Or. And if so, good for them. I can't believe I've done this to myself. Yet again, I've managed to make myself angry on stream, and the thing is, I'm not even an angry person. Not even an angry person, and yet, I've managed to do it to myself, over and over and over again. It's honestly baffling, completely and utterly baffling. Well. You know, I've managed to bugger up my light there, so it was flickering. Right, so let's have a look. So, Salis is gone, which is great. Not sure why I handed squad player was on. Again, didn't actively sell him. He just wasn't on a contract. Ryan Aseka has become more ambitious. His sense of loyalty has grown. That's good. This is... Again, a young player that's coming through. Again, we brought him from the league below us. Did he do well in that league? Not a clue. But did I do it anyway? Yeah. This player, this 17-year-old centre-back, is apparently looks more adaptable. I mean, it's still all rubbish, but let's ask the thing is to assign. Everyone's happy. Lovely. We kind of need to win this game against Abba. So we now need to win the entire thing. Yes, I know we've lost. I get it. I know we've lost. I haven't failed to achieve it. Right, what do you want? Where does that leave you regards to... We're doing fine. Nothing changes. Are you truly happy with the direction? Or do you have... Look. I'm happy. I'm happy. My job's untouchable. Right, leave me alone. Quite frankly, I'm doing fine. Look, they love me. They love me. They love where the club's going. Club vision is what they love. They love the vision of the club. It's doing amazingly well. So that you can shove it up your backsides. Right. It's annoying about the cup because I had such a good run in the cup last year that it would have been really nice to do that again. But, you know, it is what it is. It gives us time to focus on the league. That's something that I think a lot of other teams aren't doing. So maybe we can pull something off there. And, you know, that sort of starts with this game against Zabar. Where if we can pick up a very good win. Like, why couldn't I have gotten them in the amateur league? You know, why couldn't I have done that? That would have been great. It would have been wonderful. Look at this side. Challenge League. I wanted them. Sirens. Challenge League. Would have loved them as well. No, instead I got a good side. I mean, a lot of the sides are currently in the Premier League, so... I mean, I'm clutching at straws here. I just lost. I have to accept that loss, despite the fact that we did throw away a 3-1 lead. Which is really annoying. But Kazoli is really bad. Like, that is... To score as a left-back and still only get like a 6.7 really concerns me. Because that means that he must have... overall, his performance must have been about 5.5 or something. Because there's just no way you can be that bad. I just don't think that's possible. I really don't. Slimmer have beaten Zebug. So only a couple of points behind, but again, that's with a couple of games in hand. So the teams above me, I need to focus on. If I win here, I have played the same amount of games as Floriana, and I'll only be 4 points behind them. So that's not terrible. And even then, like, it'd be the same with Berkikara. There are a couple of, obviously played a couple more games than me, so, but we should be fine. We should be absolutely fine. And we've got them next. So ultimately, after Zabar, if we can pull off a really good result, we could be in a very good situation where we beat them, and that's a full-blown 6-pointer, where rather than being, you know, what would have been, let's say, 4 points behind or whatever, that would be, we are 3 points behind because we can force them to lose, which would be very nice. But we've just got to get past Zabar first, who aren't doing great at the moment. But luckily, is he back yet? I'd appreciate it if he's back. Is he not back? Is he not back yet? Where the bloody hell has he gone? I've lost my player. Oh no, I've found my player. There we go. That was embarrassing. No, I've actually managed to find my player, thank the Lord. Where in the world? We've lost a player here. Oh, yes, because that was Silas. So, because of that, we get an extra foreign player. So yeah, so if we've got an extra foreign player we can have on the bench. We've already got enough defenders, really. Unless... Well, I guess we kind of need a midfielder. Kind of. So unless we do that, and then we do bring on Vega onto the bench. Because we've got Neil, who can play left back. And then we've got a good centre-back, so now we've got a good right-back. And yes, we've just got a couple of rubbishy sort of midfielders. But I think that's just better. I think that just puts us in a little bit of a better position than we were in before. So yeah, so I think that's the move. I think that's the move. Samuel's now in. Paber is tired. Enzo's tired. We can sort of replace Enzo and Paber. We can replace Paber for a game. And again, there'll be good players to bring off the bench. So can't really complain. Should all be good with those. And let's go into this game. Do I really want him on Superkeeper attack? I think that kind of just works though. So that's perfect. If we can do that, that's great. That would be wonderful. And then let's get into this game. Where's the one where I expect a better result? Is that not there? Because I want that. I want that. That's not an option. That's not an option. So I guess I'll just praise them instead, inadvertently. And hopefully we can get a result here that will be very much appreciated. And we can relax just a tiny little bit. Right. Into Manu. Into Demange. Into Van Ginge. Into Samuel. And it looks like this could be a highlight for us, which would be very much appreciated. Into the right back, who goes around. Into Samuel. Into Zheng. Into... Oh my god, that was... It was like pinball in the box there. Annoyingly, we managed to off-foot the keeper completely and still not managed to put it into the back of the net, which is very, very disappointing indeed. Unfortunately, because we don't have Paber on the pitch, it does mean our set pieces are going to be weaker for the rest of the game, basically until he comes on the pitch. But I think overall it'll be fine. Let's change this to league tech. Oh, I wanted to change that. I do that every time. Every time I try and change something in that little menu, the highlight literally comes as I'm about to press it. So then I have to do it again. It's the most frustrating thing. Like, just let me press it. Like, even if it just paused the game while I just clicked the button, would have been nice. Yeah, yes, I know I can pause it myself, but that takes mind power. Their goalkeeper is well out of position again. So if we can get the ball, I mean, we've gotten the ball, but unfortunately for us, we got the ball way too far back. And we can't really take advantage of it. But we can still create an opportunity. Grimmer's got the ball, but it goes over the bar. And unfortunately, again, every time I've clicked it, I tried to do it subtly that time. I tried to not speak. I tried to not draw attention to it. And it still went off my screen. Manu into Zheng. Come on, Samuel is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and that's a beautiful finish. And Zheng gets another assist for the season, another goal contribution for the 44-year-old Chinese man. And Samuel gets the goal. And it's just very nice indeed. Like, very good defending from us. I mean, our new left back, Mako, I'm going to call him, or Moko. Yeah, I might have to nickname him Moko. I might have to just add nicknames. Because I've never had to worry about it until I've had to say it out loud. And now I have to say the words out loud. Yes, I managed to do it. Now I have to say the names out loud. I might have to start nicknaming people. But unfortunately, we're not getting many shots on target. We're just getting shots away. Which is what they're sort of saying here. But I don't really want to work the ball into the box. Because we don't do very well when I do that. So instead, I'm just going to trust the process, given the fact that we haven't given any shots away on our own goal. I'm hoping to just trust the process. And here we go. Manu, oh, come on. It's so frustrating. I've also noticed that the music has completely stopped. Like, completely stopped in my ear. So, is there a reason for that? I mean, apparently there's music going on. I don't know, though. I don't know. Well, let's change it to this one. There we go. Right, cool. I just noticed it was really quiet in my ear, so I had to change it, because I'm one of those people that has to have noise. Even when I'm at work, like, I have to have noise in my ear, so I have to have music on in some capacity, whether that be instrumental music, whether that be just normal pop music. I have to have something in my ear. Otherwise, I can't seem to concentrate, which is, I know, is the complete opposite that psychologists tell everyone and whatever, but for whatever reason, I've always been the same, which is why when I was at school with exams, I just could not, I just couldn't deal with it, because I was just like, I need noise. I just didn't have noise, and it just is the most frustrating thing when you can't have something, but you know it's going to benefit you if you have it. So I have a feeling Moko's going to get sent off here. I don't know why. Oh my god, we're going to concede. We've conceded our first shot of the game. And they've scored it. I don't know what to do with this team at times. Like, that's our star centre-back completely literally just turning around in a circle. That's literally their first shot on target. Like, come on, lads. This is ridiculous. Right, Manu's got the ball. Samuel out. And instead, he tried to, like, do some weird back heel. Oh, this is so frustrating. Demange, Paber's going to come on in that position. I mean, we've got so many yellow cards. So many yellow cards. It's ridiculous. Let's bring on Enzo Ruiz in that position. And we're probably going to have to change the left back here. Unless... Do you know what? Vega can sort of play there. So we're going to do that. Maybe that's what we sort of do from now on. And we're going to go attacking. We're going to try that. We're going to try that. We're going to encourage the team. I mean, we've got to turn it around in some capacity. We can't draw. Oh my god, my star striker's been injured. What is going on? Ever since I started the stream, literally this save's going to poppycock. I actually don't know what to do. Like, I actively don't know what to do. Let's distribute over the top of the defense. I mean, what do you do? How do you do this? What do we do? Time is just ticking away as if it's nothing. I don't understand how we've... I'm lost for words, guys. I'm completely lost for words. I have no idea what we're going to do. I don't think there's anything we can do. I think we're stuck. I think we're going to lose. Well, I say lose, it feels like a loss. Right, we need to score in the 93rd minute here. Ruiz has it. Into our right back. I mean, we need a good cross here. Manu hits the post. Molinero. And somehow, someway, we've managed to sneak a goal in the 93rd minute. We desperately needed that. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's a beautiful crossover. I mean, Manu, unfortunately, is extremely tired, so he couldn't manage to get up properly. But Molinero manages to put it in the back of the net. And thank the Lord. But we've actually managed to pick up the win when necessary. And we are 2-1 up. Very nice indeed. Oh, I mean, that's nice work. I mean, we weren't at our best, but that's what you need to do sometimes when you're not at your best. And we're 4 points away here. In terms of below us, we're, 27 points clear still? I mean, that's exactly what you need. If we can remain 7 points clear, I mean, it's literally the perfect scenario for us. Unfortunately, the only thing I can think of that could ruin my day is what Samuel was having to deal with. And that is 3 to 4 weeks on the shelf. I can get him to get through this next game, but I think just let him... We'll just deal with it. We'll deal with the consequences as much as possible. And again, we're doing decently. We are doing decently. I mean, we've gotten the result right at the end, right at the death of it. But my results are not the thing that the fans and everyone loves. It's everything around the club that everyone seems to love at the moment. I mean, Molinero is going to come in, and in terms of other strikers, I guess we bring in Ryan Asaka is going to come onto the bench. He's got 2 stars. I mean, what about Peter? Peter's really bad, so we don't want Peter. We're going to want Asaka, so that kind of works there. I mean, the partnership here is sort of dwindling in this midfield, despite the fact that we're still winning matches. But we do need... Yeah, we just need to just continue what we're doing. Keep getting results. Even if it's scrappy, we just need to keep getting results as best we can. Look at this. Our top goal scorers. I mean, Molinero is actually on that list now. The 35-year-old Spanish man is on our list rather than Samuel. Manu's on that list. Zheng's on that list. Dimension's on that list. Manu is also on the assist list. He's been very, very good this season. He's also our highest rated player. Player of the Match Awards, Paber's in that list. Zheng and Manu's on that list. So that's my 3 midfielders. I mean, we do have a very good midfield. I mean, look, our XG there was 3.5. Like, if you're not managing to score goals on 3 XG, I mean, it's quite concerning, isn't it, really? But ultimately, we've got to be happy with the fact that we managed to win. Star Lucia have had to play both of them back to back, and Floriana get the win. So they're now on 43. They're now 7 points ahead. But we do have 1 game in hand on them. So we can make that 4. Or in this scenario, we can make it 4 anyway. Even without that extra game in hand. If Berkirkara, we can beat them. But that's very good. Because that means Star Lucia are 5 points below us. And they're going to be the team that all of these 3 teams, are going to be catching up to. So if they can get dragged into that, and that can be like a 4-way race, that can sort of then leave me to do what I need to do. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, whether it works out that way is a completely different question. So it's a completely different question. We'll see how it sort of goes. But the transfer window has started, but I very much doubt we'll be involved. So I'm just going to say we're in good shape. Some players will leave. I mean, it isn't something we're actively pursuing, but if a large offer comes in, which is very, very true, because we need money at this club. This club has no money. So if we can manage to get something, that would be amazing. They've already rejected that loan offer. That's great. How do you feel in terms of positions? Yeah. No comment. I mean, to be honest, I should have read the question before I clicked on it. But I didn't. So, because ultimately there is no position we need to improve, even if I was forced an answer. There's not a position we need to improve as of right now. In terms of our first 11, we have more than enough good players to keep us ticking over. So, yeah, there's literally nothing to worry about. Moster, end of contracts negotiations. I mean, we kind of need him. You know, because we just have no one. There's just no Maltese players. Do we have a director of football? I don't even know if we do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the director of football to look at... This is the one thing I'm really good at, is getting really good staff and making us a force to be reckoned with. And right now, that is exactly what we are, a force to be reckoned with. But in terms of my staff, like coaching team, do we have a director of football? Don't even know if we do. Oh, we do have a director of football. Is he any good? Not really. But I think that was like the best person we could get. Right, it has considerable interest. He's expecting... Oh, I mean, he is kind of an emergency backup. I think he is... Yeah, so you're fine with that. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. I don't know why our director of football is struggling. Like, at all. Yeah, that works. Because at the end of the day, he's still on no weekly wage. It's only if we play him, and we're not going to play him that often. So, that's absolutely fine with me. Borg, I'm already interested. Right, I mean, he wasn't that great, was he? I need to come up with a name for Jez. I'm just going to call him Jed. Alright, we're just going to call him Jed. That's going to be his name now. Right, it's just going to be Jed. And he's going to be Moko. Because I can't pronounce the rest of his name. So, we've got Moko and Jed. There we go. That makes my life a little bit easier when talking. Like, that makes my life a lot easier. So, I no longer have to worry about how I pronounce names throughout the entire thing. Oh, that's a big game. That's a big game. That's going to put us more games in hand. But annoyingly, this is the problem I have with them, is they always get results. It doesn't matter what happens. They just always get results. It doesn't matter who they play. Look, they were 5-0 up in that game. Like, they're just non-stop getting results. It doesn't matter who you are. So frustrating as someone who is obviously trying to catch them. Like, again, I'm not trying to win the league, but the further ahead I am, the more I'm in the title race, the less I'm in the race for Europe, if that makes sense. If I can be an outside shout, it's set to expire. What do you mean? We terminate within a week? Why? 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 I'm not willing to leave on loan due to the poor relationship that exists between the staff at both clubs. That's my affiliates, guys. I've managed to pee off my affiliates. So that's great. So we're going to have no backup goalkeeper. Not what I need. No, really is not what I need. We have no backup goalkeeper going into the rest of the season. Which now means that I probably do need to sign a backup goalkeeper, but I don't really want to sign a backup goalkeeper, so I'm going to have to look at loans, but then no one's going to want to join the club. It's a vicious cycle. Right, they're favourites for obvious reasons. We just got to do what we can, you know? We just got to do what we can. At the end of the day, we're not expecting much at all, but we've just got to do what we got to do. Jed is not doing one-in training. Come on, Jed. It's because I changed the name. I think he's a bit annoyed that I changed his name. But we'll praise Demange for doing well. Zeburg have gotten the win over Balzan. I mean, it's getting quite fun down there. But we're focusing on the top. We're focusing on getting Europe, because that is what matters at the end of the day. They're expecting a draw. Really? Really? Few feelings would be sweeter than besting our rivals. Want to see Molinero build on his good performance. Want Zhang, want Jed. So, I mean, them three are probably going to play anyway. So we haven't really got to worry about that. But, yeah, I mean, sure. I'm sure we'll be fine. You know. Right, let's... He completes his coaching course. Hey, that's great. He's now a National A. That's wonderful. I'm glad the coaching courses are going well. That's what I want to see. My players, my staff get better and better. We're gonna play our normal way, and if we need to change, we'll change. But we are gonna start by playing our normal way, and then sort of build on that as time goes on. We are going to bring in Enzo again, and we are going to bring in Paber, so we are back. Oh yes, so that's why all the lines disappeared. Well, all the lines are now back. So, and he's even got a good line with Muscat as well, so that's very nice to see. So we're now back to full strength, which is very nice to see indeed. Let's proceed to match and see how we sort of do. I did forget in the last game that we didn't start with a couple of our star players. So, at least this time we do have all of our star players back. So, let's try and do this. I don't expect to win. Let's try and beat our rivals. Let's try and do this. I mean, we've only lost one game in our last 5. Obviously, that was in extra time. So, we didn't necessarily lose it in normal time, despite the fact that it definitely felt like a loss. Go on, Paber. If you're ever going to score a free kick, this is the perfect time to score one. Paber! Oh! Ruiz! Oh, I thought... I don't know. I just... You know when you get a feeling about something? I sort of got that feeling that something good was going to happen there. And it nearly did. It nearly did. And now I have a bad feeling because they have the ball. And it's gone over the bar by Coppola? I mean, it doesn't help when you're playing in a foreign league and you cannot pronounce a single name. It's one thing I've always struggled with is pronunciation. So that's why I've decided to go to Malta of all places. We don't have any possession whatsoever. But right now they're not creating much. So why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say that? Why is Mbong playing for them? I'm sorry. Why is Mbong playing for them? Did I not... Am I going mad here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is there 2 Mbongs? There are 2 Mbongs? I didn't know there could be 1 Mbong, let alone 2 Mbongs. What is that? Exploring options at the end of his contract. Add him to my shortlist. Thank you very much. Yes. I mean, let's look at... Let's look at that Mbong. Let's look at him. He's awesome. Look at him. He's brilliant. He's exactly what you want. And we could have him as a little right back. That'd be great. I'd love a bit of that. Right, I need to stop getting distracted by Mbongs. That's literally what I have been doing. Right, we're now back. However, just because his name is Mbong, I want you to tackle him hard. An Mbong has been the bane of my life, so I would rather not have to deal with another Mbong in the space of, what, a couple of games? Can we not have set pieces? Because I am terrible at set pieces. Why? I just every goddamn time. Right. Look. That was satisfactory at best. But let's try. Maybe let's go cautious. Let's go counter-attacking. Let's try and let's try that. I mean, I very much doubt it's going to make any difference whatsoever. Oh, go on, Paber. No. Why? We've never scored from a set piece. We have literally never scored from a set piece. Why in the world would I think we're going to now against the top team in the league? That's just delusional. Outright just delusional. Why do I feel like we're going to have a misplaced pass in a moment and they're just going to go through and score and ruin my hopes and dreams? Or not? Come on. Come on. This is great build-up play. Jed's got the ball. Come on, Jed. You're a good cross of the ball. Yes! Jed! Yes! Okay. That was really good football. Very good team. I mean, I love the low crosses. Love those. And it's just, yes. I think that makes Dimension my top score of the season so far. But this is a great start to the second half already. Manu's got the ball again. Puts it into Moko. Moko crosses it in. Oh, I thought we were going to get 2 goals in very quick succession. And against top of the league, which would be amazing for us. I mean, I don't believe we're going to win, but if we manage to, it will be monumental for us. Really would be monumental. To be able to... why do I speak? Why do I use my words? Why do I do these things? Why do I have hopes and dreams? You know what I said earlier, that we were going to misplace a pass and it was going to ruin my life? Yeah, here we are. Anyway, I just cannot catch a break at all against top of the league. I mean, Paber. Oh, come on, man! And we're gonna have a corner, and then we're not gonna score from the corner. Why aren't we gonna score from the corner? Because it's a corner. We never score from corners. They case in point, it just goes in the goalkeeper's hands every goddamn time. I'm scared of the amount of highlights that we're getting at the moment. I just don't want to get battered. Oh, for goodness sakes. Testing my patience. Testing my goddamn patience. Right. The fact that they started with the ball in my box and it's still a highlight. Thank the Lord. Right. Come on, boys. Just do anything of note would be amazing for us. Nothing's coming together. Molinero with the free kick. Jed. Did that hit the post? It did hit the post. Brilliant. We've hit the post from a set piece. Even when we do well off a set piece, we still can't bloody score off of them. I mean, this says a lot. Look at this. Like, look at this. We've performed terribly against top of the league, and you just can't afford to do it. Ryan Aseka can come on. I mean, we have no real great players. I mean, maybe we can bring on Vega for Moko, maybe. Because Moko's not doing very well. I mean, unless he can pass as a centre-back, but he can't really. Can Jed pass as a centre-back? Not really. Yeah, sure. We'll replace Moko with him. Moko's not had a very good couple of games, which is not very appreciative. Okay, this could be an opportunity. We got a penalty. We've got a penalty. Okay, we've not scored from the set piece, but we've got a penalty from the set piece. Zheng. Come on, Zheng. Come on, Zheng. Zheng! Again! His 7th penalty of the season. His 7th goal of the season. And it's 2-2. If we cannot lose against top of the league, that is huge for us. Come on. Come on, boys. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, for goodness sakes. I mean, I have moments of hope and glory, and then I remember I'm against top of the bloody league. Paber. Displaced into Asaka. Into Zheng, who misplaces a pass. Zheng never misplaces passes. So that's really disappointing. But we do get the ball back. Asaka into Paber. From distance. Jesus, Mary wept. Whew. That was a bit close, wasn't it? I mean, there's 5 minutes of added time left in the game. But honestly, I will take a draw against top of the league. This is a team I have struggled to get results against so many times. So the fact that we have actually managed to get a result, for me personally, is huge. Absolutely huge for us to get a result against top of the league. Really, really proud. Yeah, that's not easy at all. We've really struggled. I'll have to go to the past results thing just to show you, but we've really, really struggled against them. And yes, it's just 1 point, but 1 point is so important. Especially when you look there, Hamrun have drawn with Zabar. And that now means that we've kept that 7-point gap. It's so, so important to do that. I'm really, really happy with the boys. Oh, that's so, so good. And that's 5 unbeaten now. I mean, draw either end and a couple of wins in the middle. Where is the Burka one? Here we go. Previous meetings. Here we go. So that's 2 draws we've gotten against them this season. Both of which have with penalties from Zheng. But last season, I mean, the results don't look that bad, but we really did struggle in every single one of those games. That was obviously the cup final where things were a lot closer. But that one we were 2-0 down, got a goal back. That one was 2-0. That one we were winning and it thrown away, and obviously in the 93rd minute. But, we were leading in that game. But this game, we were 1-0 down, came back. 2-1 down, came back. So it really felt like this time we've actually done well and done ourselves proud. Neil's committed. That's really good. I mean, they must be happy. A C for a draw against top of the league. Are you kidding me? Really hard to impress, aren't they? But no, that I'm really, really happy with that. Just to see less red on the board. To only see 1, 2, 3, 4 reds, one of which being an extra time across the entire season is so impressive, and all by only 1 goal as well. That one only by 1 goal, that one only by 1 goal, and that one only by 1 goal is so, so good for us. And now we can go against bottom of the league, and then we can go against second in the league. Really good stuff from us. Really, really happy. I mean, Muscat's managed to, lose, but we've managed to lose Muscat, but that's fine. It's honestly fine. I mean, he is Maltese, so we can only replace him with a Maltese player on the bench. But again, it's absolutely fine, completely fine. We've got the players to do it. So I'm just chuffed to bits, really, with that result. I really didn't expect anything, and the fact that the match momentum, was so much, coming back in our favour. Look, the first half we were terrible. First half we were terrible, but the second half we did really, really well, and that's when we switched to counter-attacking against them, and they just didn't know how to deal with it. But that was, really good from us. Really, really good. Could have been so much worse. Really could have been so much worse. We just got to now take this momentum, beat bottom of the league, who haven't won a single game yet, and then into Floriana, we can maybe try and nick a result. I mean, I said, if we can get 9 points from this block of 4 games, I would be very, very happy. So if we can get, at the moment on the cards is 7 points, and even that's really good for us. Star Lucio have just lost as well, which now means they're the ones that are below. And given the fact that everyone has pretty much played 18 games, we're now 6 points clear. You know, which wouldn't have been possible without that extra point. So, and hopefully we can be bottom of the league here. That would be very much appreciated. But that's a huge loss there. As I said, if we can force that to be a 4-way run for Europe. Jed's dropped as like a football concern. I mean, to be honest, he can drop it pretty much permanently because I think he's earned his place in the squad. Let me fill up my drink once again. In my Superman cup. Can't beat my little Superman cup. I do. If you do not follow me on TikTok, I'm over there. I do a lot of food reviews. I don't do food reviews. I do film reviews, and and I recently showed off my Cineworld haul. This being part of my Cineworld haul. So, but I literally drink out of this and my Jurassic World Cup all of the time. It's honestly become half of my personality at this point. So, yeah, I absolutely love it. I love my little cups. I just love how like they've got their own little personality to them. But for me, I don't know. There's something about it I quite like. Trying to catch my breath. I've been thirsty all day. I don't know what it is. Like I went to the gym earlier and literally the whole time I was thirsty. And I was just like, I know you're meant to be, you know, you're out of breath, but I was thirsty like before going to the gym and then during the gym. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I just can't stop drinking. Which is usually the sign of an alcoholic, but luckily I'm not drinking alcohol today. Come on. I've completely lost my train of thought there. I was going to say something. You know when you're going to say something and then you just completely lose your train of thought? That's exactly what just happened to me. Oh, that's in the cup. I was wondering if that was in the league then. Alright, his loan has finished. Not ideal. They want us to make him vice-captain. Currently a slight weakness. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I won't complain about trying that. Start developing weak and foot. I'm always happy with that. End individual trainings. I mean, only because they're showing no improvement, I don't really care. But yeah, if they want me to make him vice captain, he must be doing well here. He's not. He's all the way back here. Where's Jed? Yeah, Jed's all the way back here and other players. Yeah, it makes way more sense to have Vega as my vice. I mean, to be fair, I should probably not have it as Vega because Vega's currently not playing. But Nico's recently improved there. I mean, I hate the fact that the core group has no captain or vice captain in it. That's quite concerning. But we need... Let's go into training. Let's just update our coaches. I like to update it every now and again. Mentoring groups, I like to update those every now and again as well. Yeah, I was thinking captains. So, in terms of this, it literally goes... Probably do need to update this, actually. Zheng. I mean, we don't want Mocha. Yeah, Navarro, Enzo. Then we want Moko. Then we want Jed. I mean, is Vega actually that good? Vega is decent, actually, looking at that. 11-11. I mean, preferably you want another Manu or an Enzo. I might make it Manu going forwards. Maybe I'll do that now. Where's Manu in our dynamics? Manu. Manu's in influential players, so he's at least one of which. And is he in this? He is in this. I kind of feel like we need to change our vice captain to Manu, just because he's going to be playing all the games. Just of course the morale of the old captain and potentially everyone. No, I trust. I'm happy with my decision there to make Manu my vice captain. More than happy with that decision. I just think it makes way more sense. I mean, it looks like they're gonna storm the cup again. I mean, they're storming the league and the cup. I mean, it's come on, man, just give everyone a break. You know, like I hate it when the same team wins everything, and currently the same team is winning goddamn everything. It's just so frustrating. But you know, it's fine. We'll deal with it as best we can. I mean, we're not dealing with it at all, are we? But we'll try. It's taken a while to get to this other game, isn't it? There we go. Right, we're now getting into this game. About time. Let's get into it. Right, next match only, because Muscat will come back. So we need to make a couple of changes. And maybe we put Zheng further back. I mean, we can make a change here. But we can maybe bring in Grimmer and do something like that. Well, Paber's really not very good at that role. I thought he'd be very good at Mazzala, but he's apparently not. He's apparently not very good at that at all. But yeah, let's make a couple of those changes. And who can we bring off of here? I mean, we literally have no goalkeeper. Right, Cardona, maybe? We can bring in. Because we don't need an extra striker, so maybe bring in Cardona. I mean, it's something, isn't it? I mean, we probably need to promote the goalkeeper of the youth team. And then I'll just make him available for every single game in the under-21s. Because he's not good enough, but at least I can see that we've got a backup. Because right now, we do not. We've got way too much youth on our bench at the moment. Like, this is what I mean by we just don't. We have a good first team, and then we've got nothing beyond that. Yeah, I mean, this is what we got to go with, isn't it? I mean, we are playing bottom of the league. We do have Floriana soon, so maybe we do make a couple more changes. Maybe I do bring Ryan Asaka on. Maybe we do play Cardona. Or at least Vega. Let's play Vega instead of Jed. Let's do that. I mean, Nico and Moko could be gone. I really don't want Nico gone. I could possibly deal with Moko gone, but I can't deal with Nico gone, so... Do you know what? We're going to make all three changes. And worst comes to worst, we'll just bring everyone off the bench. But at least that way we've got no concern of a yellow card right now. I'll just have to remember that Moko and Nico cannot come off the bench if we are winning. Or at least you guys will have to remind me, because I will forget. But let's go to this game, and hopefully we'll be fine. I mean, there's no complaints from the players, which is nice to see. Wait, let's do this. Right, pressure's lifted. Let's play bottom of the league and not be the first team to lose to them across the course of the season. 18 games in, they haven't won a single game. We cannot lose this. Paber, I mean, why do I get excited? I say this every time, but why do I get excited at a set piece? We never score them. I should just ignore them. I should just deep down ignore them. But I don't. I don't know why I don't. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I mean, right now, time is ticking away. We're not making any progress. Let's go attacking. I don't know if that actually went through or not. We'll see. I mean, Paber's got the ball. He puts it into Manu. Manu! Oh. Another block shot. I mean, that seems to be a theme going on here. Is just block shots. I mean, we've got loads of possession. We're just doing nothing with it. They're probably sticking 10 men behind the ball. And we're probably 11 men behind the ball, let's be honest. Manu into Paber. That was brilliant play. Vega's got the ball into Paber, who scores his 5th goal of the season. And Paber finally does something while you guys are watching. He's been brilliant for me in terms of when I've played in my spare time. But he's not done it in front of you guys this evening. That is the first example of what he can do. He is such a good player. I mean, apparently it was a tight offside. It was, but it was brilliantly timed pass, brilliantly timed run. And we are 1-0 up against bottom of the league, which does relax me slightly. I mean, I've said that a few times and then we've gone and decided to concede a bunch. But that does make me happy, and I'm happy with dominating possession. I'm happy with the way we are going at the moment. Cannot complain one iota. Things are going decently. We just need extra goals. That's kind of what we're looking for right now. We need more goals. We need something to happen. Because I don't want to stay 1-0 up, because 1-0 is not that great. We kind of need more. Paber, I mean, it's a corner, so nothing's going to happen. Even then, open goal, and we miss it from a set piece. I mean, it says a goddamn lot, doesn't it? It really, really does. Right. What do we do here? Manu, I mean, Zheng is tired and on a yellow card, and we don't want to lose him. Can Jed play there? Is that what that's trying? I don't know what was going on there. But Paber's tired. Very, very tired. So we kind of need to replace Paber. Which I don't really want to do. I mean, he's got really good determination and stuff. I mean, maybe we bring him in for Paber. We maybe... I don't really want to bring Nico on or Moko on. Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe that's what I do. No. No, this is the right thing to do. There we go. We replace those two around. I mean, this is dire straits right now. This is not great. I mean, it's terrible. We should not be playing these players, but we are. It's now in the 80th minute. We just... I mean, I'll take a 1-0 win if that's all we can get. But Jesus Mary wept. It's not a pretty result, but it's one that might be good enough for us. And it is good enough for us. 1-0 against bottom of the league, who haven't won the entire season. I mean, it's not pretty, is it? It really is not. I mean, it's just nice work. It's not pretty. It's not big. It's not clever. But it is a win, and that is what matters. And it does also mean that if we beat Floriana, we do end up level on points. Yes, they'll have a goal in hand, but ultimately, we'll be level on points at that point, and you can kiss goodbye not getting Europe at that point. If we beat Floriana, I'll be safe to say that we will get Europe this season. At the moment, I mean, everyone still has a game in hand on us. So, but we'll see the lay of the land. But if we actually beat Floriana, then we can we can start being happy about things. He's made his debut at 16. I mean, great for him. I mean, there's so many people making debuts this season in our youth teams because we just have no good players. But Muscat's left his agent. That's interesting. Just our record against Floriano, I think, is, if I remember correctly, a little bit hit and miss. Like, I think we have gotten some good results in the past against them. But I could be wrong. They will send through the thing in a moment where we will actually get to see it. Here we go. Yeah, very hit and miss. It's exactly what I thought. Last season we lost to them in the very first game, then we beat them, and after being 1-0 down, and then this season we got a 90th minute penalty to draw 1-1 at home. So our home record against them is decent, but our away record is not. I mean, yes, we've only played them once, but that defeats the point. So if we can get anything from this game, that'll be a bonus. Obviously, as I said at the start of this 4-game run, if we can get 9 points, I'd be very, very happy. Currently, we're on 7 points. So if we can get a win, that's 10 points, and Connor's an even more happy man. But I'm asking for a lot there. We need to praise our players who are training well and criticise the ones that aren't playing very well. Oh my god. Birkirkara have not only lost, they have been destroyed by Hamrun 4-0. Star Lucia have lost. I mean, if we look at the season preview, Star Lucia were not meant to be in that position whatsoever, so I think they've done very, very well to be there in general. As you can see, Hamrun were also favourites for the league, and they're not doing very well. But right now, everyone's on 19 points, and we are 7 points clear. Once again, we are 7 points clear. It also means that due to that loss Birkirkara have, if we win our 2 games in hand, one of which being Floriana, but if we win our 2 games in hand, we will go 1 point behind them, and they are going for the league. If we manage to beat Floriana, now Birkirkara have lost, we have to actually consider the possibility that we are in a title race. This is a huge game. Due to that loss to Birkirkara, we are now... This is huge. This is absolutely monumental. Absolutely monumental. Oh, dear Lord. They're expecting a draw. I mean, I'm not expecting a draw. I'm expecting a loss. But we'll start off cautious, because that kind of worked, actually. Why are they not able to play? Is that because they're playing in the youth team? They are, aren't they? They're playing in the youth team. That's not fun. We've just lost half of our players. Oh boy. This is not good. This is really not good. I mean, is there anyone that's not playing that's remotely decent? Not really. I mean, he's an amateur. He hasn't even got a proper youth contract, and I'm about to play him. This is an embarrassment. This is really an embarrassment. This is what happens when you're relying on youth players. But we do have a very, very good defence going into this game. Everyone's on yellow cards. Everyone's about to be suspended in a matter of moments. I mean, Manu, Paber and Demench are all going into this not 100% fit, but we just have to go with it as best we can and just hope for the best. This might be a game where we make no substitutions. Have we got a game anywhere soon? Oh, it looks like we've got a 2-week break. So yeah, let's go into this game and hopefully get something. And honestly, I'm tempted not to make any substitutions in this game unless we really have to. Hands in pockets. You know what? Let's beat our rivals. Let's beat our rivals. I mean, we probably won't, but let's try. Let's at least try. I mean, we've got the ball. I mean, that's a surprise. I wasn't expecting the first highlight to go to us and then to also have the ball. Oh my God, Paber. No. Oh, okay. Goalkeeper's got it. Goalkeeper's got it. Let's relax. Let's relax. Let's calm. Let's calm. Let's go zen. Don't know why he's kicking it. I don't tell him to kick it. There's a reason I don't tell him to kick it. There's a reason I don't tell him to kick it. There's a reason I don't tell him to kick it. It literally says to roll out the ball. And he kicks it. Just so they get a highlight. It's so frustrating. Like, because they just wouldn't do that. He just would not do that. It wouldn't go, oh yeah, I'm going to kick it this time. It's 1 minute into the game. Like, I can understand it, like him going off of script or whatever. Like, maybe 60 minutes in, you know, oh, he's going to try something new. We're literally 2 minutes into the game at that point. That's put us at a huge disadvantage. I don't know why we've got more possession. We're literally on counter-attacking football. I mean, I shouldn't be excited. Exactly. Let's go more balanced. I mean, we've got possession, so let's try and go a bit more balanced. We've still got more possession. We've still got possession. Maybe we've turned up here and they haven't. I mean, I know they've scored, but maybe, just maybe, we're playing well here. I need to trust them to get a result. Moko's got the ball. He puts it into Manu, who gets a penalty, and this could be huge. Zheng, for his eighth goal of the season here, his 8th penalty from the spot kick. 8 goals from the spots this season. We're playing well enough where we keep earning ourselves penalties. So I'm going to take it as a win that Zheng just is on fire with his penalties at the moment. I mean, yeah, that's brilliant. 1-1 against our rivals, against second in the league. What we don't want to do is concede straight away, because that will just ruin the fact that we've just gotten ourselves back into the game. We need to maintain momentum, and I don't even care about having a highlight towards us. I just care about just keeping everything for a split second. So we start the game. It's going to annoy me, this. So we start the game, we concede after a minute. We score, and then we concede after a minute. What's the point? What is the point? It's so frustrating. Over and over and over again. That's so annoying. It's now a highlight to us. I mean, we didn't score from the set piece. Surprise, surprise. But maybe we can develop a chance from the set piece. We've gone back to a goalkeeper. We've gone to our centre-backs. Back to our goalkeeper. I mean, we need to do something here. Oh my God, Paber is playing terribly today. I thought he put that in the back of his own net. I thought he saved it and pull it back in his net. Like, Paber is not playing well whatsoever. And I don't know how to stop it. Like, I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him at all. Do you know what? Let's switch him sides. Because right now he's not playing very well on that right hand side. So let's switch him sides. And we're going to half time. 72% possession. I mean, it's not very good. I mean, keep going. We can still win this. We can still win this. Let's go positive. We've changed things up. We've switched players around. Yeah, Paber wasn't playing well on that right-hand side. So hopefully, by switching his sides... Oh my God. Manu then nearly didn't get the ball. I mean, it's just... Maybe that player on that right-hand side is just really, really good. This Koros or whatever. But that's so frustrating if we've managed to concede again. I mean, maybe we need to target this Koros guy. Let's tackle him hard. Let's close him down quickly because he's becoming a bit of a problem. So let's try and take him out the game a little bit because he's currently causing us huge issues. Look at the fact that neither Manu or Paber have turned up in this game is frightening. Really is frightening. I mean, let's switch them back to their original positions. Just try and get something. Again, our players just haven't turned up in this game. It's so frustrating to see that, like, they've just decided, no, not today. We're not going to. I mean, for Demonge, we can probably bring on Grimmer. That's it, really. We've got to encourage the team. Come on, boys. Higher tempo, counter-attack, distribute quickly. Yeah. Make a couple of those changes. It's just not going to happen for us in this game, unfortunately. They've scored their 2 goals. They've had their 2 chances. They've scored both of them. And we've unfortunately been outdone by a much better side. Despite the fact that, you know... despite the fact that, unfortunately, they've both failed miserably. Not happy at all. What's your favourite SpongeBob episode? I don't actually know. Because I have only seen the movie. So... I was not a SpongeBob kid, so I unfortunately have only ever seen the movie. And only ever seen David Hasselhoff bossing it. So that's unfortunately I was never a Nickelodeon kid. I was a Cartoon Network kid and a Disney XD kid. And like any Nickelodeon show, never watched. Unfortunately, that was not part of my childhood. We did lose to Florina, which is very frustrating because, again, we're just terrible. Very disappointed to lose to title rivals, local rivals. Yes, yes, yes. F, 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 F. Yeah, our chances of finishing top of the league are slim. They were slim at the start of the season. What do you mean? They were slim right at the beginning. Like, yes, okay, we're now not going to win the league, but hopefully, so now we're in this race for Europe. Just we've got a 5-point head start in our race for Europe, and we've got a good couple of weeks gap now while we're simming ahead. A good couple of weeks going by. What I might do is I might speed things up. The reduced wage budget by 4,000. No. No, 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 no. Next season's budget is so low. It's so low. We've just got nothing. Oh my god. What in the world are we going to do? I was a Nickelodeon kid, not a... Yeah, I had a feeling by your question that you were very much were the opposite way round. I mean, most people were, though. Most people were Nickelodeon kids. I was not. Ed, and Eddie. I do remember that being around. I do remember that being a thing. I also remember them all looking a bit weird. I remember them all, like, if I remember correctly, they were all slim, like ginger, and like, just like, I'm not saying that makes it sound like I'm calling ginger people weird, and bear in mind I'm very close friends with a bunch of ginger people, and literally live with two of them, but no, I just remember them looking odd. I remember them like, I need to actually research this, because let me get my phone out, because I could be completely wrong. Ed, and Eddie. No, they were weird. None of them were ginger. Not a single one were ginger. I've made the ginger thing up. Who am I thinking of then? They do look different to what I had in my head. I had them all tall, scrawny, weird faces, like spots everywhere. But that's not what they are at all. I mean, one of them's purple. I mean, that's how wrong I was. One of them's bloody purple. So I've completely made up some. I've completely made it up. I literally all made it up. Oh dear Lord. I mean, at least that's distracted me from the fact that the board have removed loads. What do you mean you're unhappy? What are you unhappy about? We're literally third in the league. What are you unhappy about? In the goalkeeping department. Do you know what? You're right. Do you know what? You're kind of right. You're absolutely right. We have no goalkeepers. So we've got to go on the market for some goalkeepers, because we have none. Right. Right, clear everything. Goalkeeping roles. Right, we're gonna... If we can just match 10 of them. Right, there we go. How about he matches 11 of them? Okay, so we've got 3 players here. That none of... Right, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Because they're all foreign. Which means... For reasons, we can't have them. Alright, so those are the 3 that we've got to go for. Who's better? He's more well-rounded. Yeah, he's less so. Do you know what? I think he's definitely the best one. So let's try and approach to sign. We're first choice goalkeeper? Yeah, that's fine. We can't offer you anything. We can't offer him anything. There is nothing we can do. Right. Did you start the save today? I did not. I did not, no. I started... boy. That's going to be annoying. No, so I started it just in my own spare time. And then I decided to, because I've returned to streaming, that I will continue this save on streaming platforms. And take people on the journey that I've been taking myself on which is this. So yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do. Whether I've been successful at that is completely different. But yeah, I started in my spare time, and then have decided to, since. What do you mean? I have then brought it over because, quite frankly, I needed to. I wanted to play something, and this was it. This was what I decided to do. To be honest, it's nice preparation for the new FM game as well. Sort of gets me back into the groove. Also, I really like this save, so it would be nice to, be able to play it more often. And I think by forcing myself to play it, hopefully I'll enjoy it a lot more. He's on an amateur contract. Can I sign him on an amateur contract? Backup, yeah, sure. Non-contract, yes. No. Oh, I just anything, please. Just need somebody. He's okay. Again, they're all okay with non-contracts. It's just too much, because we've got no wage budget. Like, dear Lord, right. I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet here. Maltese players. Maybe we just buy some Maltese players. Maybe that's what we do. I need to start playing again, but I don't want to start a new save until the new game. My current save is getting a bit old. Yeah, fair. Completely fair. I think, it's one of those, it's really hard to find a save you're really interested in. And, sorry, I'm going to cough here. There we go. So it's really hard to find a save that you're really interested in. And then especially when you know a new game's on the horizon, it's even harder, because why in the world would you start a new one? So I get it completely. Formosa. It's not very good, but sure. Please tell me we can get him on a non-contract. Right, that's going to have to stay the same. And they're too good. They're too good. Slightly interested. Right. We already tried Kane. We want this guy. Emergency backup. Yeah, okay, he's accepted it. So he might come to us, and that's at least somebody. For the love of God, to keep the squad happy, we just need a backup goalkeeper. For those who have joined late, I did have a backup goalkeeper, for clarification. I had one, and then they basically his loan finished. So because his loan finished, I now have no money. So it's become incredibly difficult for me to get somebody listed. He's retiring. Because he's retiring, can we get him on loan? Due to the poor relationship. I would really appreciate, right? I would really, really like the manager of this club to bugger off, because, why is he so angry at me? Why? Scully, the manager, we don't have a bad relationship. We're fine. Can we we have a chat? Can we have a phone call? Can we just like try and patch things up? Because I don't appreciate the fact that we're not friends anymore and that he's not letting me loan anyone. I mean, yet again, Berkakara are just destroying things. I mean, Sirens have managed to draw one of the other worst teams in the competition, so they're now in the semi-final. So you've got a team in the championship in the semi-final, which is great. Which probably means Berkakara are probably going to draw them because Berkakara get everything, and like they're just too good, and then they're just going to get an easy run, just to really rub everything in. And like that. Let's be honest, that's probably what's going to happen. It's just so frustrating. Samuel's now returned from injury, which is great. It would have been nice to have him during all of the really tough games that we've had to deal with, but it's fine. Instead, luckily we've actually got a team here that should be easy to beat. So, famous last words, aren't they? But here we go. Experienced goalkeeper coming into the ranks. Amazing. We've got a backup goalkeeper, people. And he's Maltese. So he could even go on the bench. Because we've not had a goalkeeper on the bench all season. So maybe in a game where we're struggling for players, rather than putting someone rubbish on the bench, we can put the goalkeeper on it. Because we've just literally had no goalkeeper this entire time. Picked as a fan day. What does that mean? In order to promote the team and attract new fans, who will buy match tickets to be given out for free. Oh, isn't that nice? I mean, we do need the match revenue, so I would appreciate if that's not the case, but hey ho. And well, Darryl can come off for Aquilani. There we go. But at least we've got a backup goalkeeper. Which is that? Does that mean they're happy now? Please to be promised. I mean, we have strengthened the goalkeeping area, so hopefully they're now happy. If that's not good enough, I'm gonna get annoyed. I really am. Yeah, it should be fine. I just don't want my team to be unhappy with me. I mean, we've got a really good atmosphere right now, and if we can sort stuff out, amazing. That'd be great for us. But I very much doubt we're going to be able to sort stuff out. I have a feeling they're going to be horrible to me. Cazzoli's, what about it? Right, we're actually going to talk this time. Come close to hitting the same heights, but I sent him to develop and on. No. I can't do that. Did he just recall him? I shouldn't have spoke to him. I really shouldn't. I shouldn't have spoken to him. He's recalled him. I've now got no left back. I mean, this is going great. This is really going well. Dear Lord. I've opted to... I mean, yes, it is. It is frustrating. No. Yeah, I mean, it creates an opportunity for someone else to step up. I mean, that's the only positive way I can spin it, really. Let's be honest. Because I've lost like 2 players in the space of like. Disappointed with the lack of effort. What do you mean? I bought someone. I've literally bought a new player to the club. I have literally put mean? Okay. This is wonderful. This is great. This is exactly what we want. I'm so happy right now. I'm chuffed to pieces. Absolutely so happy. Wonderful. Wonderful. Happy. Wonderful. Not happy. I don't understand what you want from me. I don't understand what you want from me. We can bring in another Grimmer. We can bring in emergency backup. Yeah, that sounds great. Non-contract. Yeah, that sounds great. Look at that. I've bought 2 players now. Is that going to be appeasing enough? Is that going to be appeasing enough? Estimated effect from the group. What? How is Nico going to develop from? How is Nico? What? I mean, Cardona is going to develop, and he's going to develop from Muscat. How in the world is? Okay, he's developing from Vega. I mean, that's more realistic. I don't know who I thought it was initially, but Vega makes sense. I mean, they're both learning from Zheng, and he could literally be their dad. So I'm sure they'll listen, good and proper to him. I mean, God, Jesus Christ. I mean, a nice win or a draw for the opposition here. Nope, they've won. So, oh my God, after the same amount of games, they're 2 points behind me. Well, that's not very useful, is it? Where the hell have they come from? They've just been on a winning streak. I mean, the only good thing... I mean, if Hamrun win, though, there's like 4 points between us all. They've just been on an absolute winning streak. I mean, they have been. But they do have us, Hamrun. No, they've got none of the big hitters left. When did they play for... Flipping heck. Why is he injured? Why is Peter injured? Why in the world is Peter injured? Right. This is great for us. Who's going to consider their options? Why? Why are you considering your options? Why? You're happy here, right? You're right. I'm certainly happy enough to stay. Brilliant. You're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So he's happy enough. Managed to convince him. That's the effect I have. I mean, it's not a very big one, but it's an effect nonetheless. Jesus Christ. I mean, I feel like I'm dealing with crisis after crisis after crisis here. No one wants to deal with this many crises. Crises? Crises? Crises. Crises. Crisis. There are multiple crises. What is multiple crises? Crises? Crises. Was it just crises? There are multiple... There are crises happening everywhere. Yeah, crises. I feel like that's not a word. I feel like that's not the plural of crisis. A real horrible feeling. That's not the plural. I'm gonna pretend that it is and pretend that I know that for certain. Right, I lost to these earlier in the season. They are currently really bad. And I'm on the list of teams they have beaten. I'd rather not be. I'd rather not be. I'd rather this be a nice, easy win with a clean sheet and everything. That will be great. That would be wonderful. Come on. This is. I feel like this is a huge moment. Because this is against one of the worst teams in the league. It means we've played 3 of the worst teams, 2 of the best teams, and we've only lost 1, and that would be great. If Hamren can win that, do I want Hamren to win that, or do I want Floriana to win it? Kind of want Floriana to win it, actually, because I'm not going to catch them. Like, I'm not going to catch them. Let's just see what happens. Because ultimately, either way depends on what's going to happen. I'm either not going to catch them and they're going to win the league, or I'm either having to worry behind me or worry in front of me. I'm worrying behind me. Brilliant. So, I'm only 4 points clear of Hamren, but I'm 6 points away from Floriana. If I'd beaten them rather than lost to them, even if I'd drawn against them, they just wouldn't have gained. I would only be 3 points behind. If I'd beaten them, we would literally be on level. But there's still hope. There's still hope. Because we both have a game in hand. And it means that I could only be, let's say, 6 points away from top. Which is catchable, but it's not catchable in terms of Floriana. Like, I hate how close this is going to be towards the end of the season. I really do. So we got this game, and then we've got another break until we play. We've got a couple of big games coming up, haven't we? 4th, 7th, 8th, 5th, 10th. We have some huge games coming up, and I hate it. Ugh. Right, it's developed a new trait, hugs the line. Cardona. His standards of professionalism seem to have dropped. It's annoying, but I mean, at least he's still developing. Sadiq. His temperament has improved. Aquilina tries to play way out of trouble. Oh, brilliant. Lovely. Right, let's play this game. I think we can end up leaving the rest of the games for next time. Which, it could be an interesting end to the season. That is for certain. I mean, if Guja are ever going to get there... Who do they draw against? Naxar, so the team next to them. I presume that happened recently. Yeah, it did. Come on, if they can get a result, that would be huge. Feel like they're not, though. Dear Lord. Right, let's go to positive. Looking at the squad. Oh, what changes are we going to make, if any? I mean, Neil... It'd just be better to have Cardona there. I mean, his tackling is like 13 anyway, so it's not like... Yeah, I mean, they're both... I mean, it's just the physicals that are really better, but yeah. I don't know, people. I don't know. Who are we going to put? I mean, we just got to pull out our best team, which is what I was planning on doing anyway, but he can play a maximum of 45 minutes, so he can go on the bench. So we've now got our best striker on the bench. I'm kind of interested in just having Cardona on it. I quite liking this kid experiment that I've got going on, where we're literally just playing all of the kids and hoping for the best. Right, let's go into this game and try and get something from it. By try and get something from it, I mean win. I'm expecting a win today. Told them what I expect. Let's see if they can deliver. Come on, Valletta. We be interested to see what happens behind me, because if we end up drawing this game and the team behind me win, we're in big trouble. That's a huge save. Huge save early on. That was a really good cross by Paber as well. That's a huge save. I mean, you can't really afford to lose, though, to concede that. I mean, it says... I thought it was a save, but maybe he hit the post. Because our XG isn't loads. So maybe he hit the post. Maybe that was actually a really bad shot. But again, we're not hitting the target, which is constantly a problem for me in this game. Is we don't seem to be hitting the target. The team below me are now winning, so that now means we drop a place in the league if we do not score here. But Molinero scores. Paber into Molinero. We're 1-0 up. We're currently keeping our place in the league, in the position that we are in. Whew, that relaxes me a little bit. But, I mean, Paber's been one of these days. He's been very hit and miss, and usually he's very good for us. But at the moment, he's just been a bit average. He's been a bit average. Let's just say that for a player of his quality. But Molinero getting a goal again. He's for a player that he's either really terrible or he gets a goal for us. But he never scores like more than one, which is quite funny. Moko's having to run because of Paber's wayward pass. But hopefully he can deliver a good cross in. I mean, we've currently lost the ball, so we've actually got to worry about defending now. Our goalkeeper's got it. We're now building from the back once again. And again, we can just get this extra goal, get a bit of a cushion on us. Manu's got the ball, and it's a save by their goalkeeper yet again. And despite the fact that we have all the momentum, we are only 1-0 up in this game. It's going okay. It's not going great, and that's the issue right now. We've got a corner, which is going to amount to nothing, precisely. Yet again, I mean, it's literally the story of the entire stream. We've gotten another penalty, though. So, yet again, we've got a penalty. Zheng, for the 9th time this season, scores, and it's his 9th goal of the season, his 9th penalty of the season. And Zheng, once again, is the man that we rely on for everything. The 44-year-old Chinese man, yet again, is the man that we are relying on to save our season. And I say save our season, to continue the momentum of our season. We've had a very good season so far, but Jesus, he just pops up every single time for us. It's so funny. It really is. If I can manage to get Zheng to play for one more year and I can have a 45-year-old in my team, that would just honestly make my day. That's gonna be a problem for me, is going to try and keep Zheng or replace Zheng, and I'd quite prefer to keep than replace. That is the luckiest goal I've ever seen. Thank you very much. I'm glad that was offside, because that literally just bounced off the goalkeeper and went in. Oh my god, did anyone else see the bottom of the league have just equalised against the team that's below me? That will be brilliant if they manage to do that. Oh my god. That would mean there would be 4 points off of me, which means they won't be in touching distance. Oh, if they could win. I mean, I'm asking for a lot, actually. I'm asking bottom of the league to win for the very first time of the season against the team that's just below me. That's asking for a lot. I mean, I don't appreciate how they're coming out in the second half and gathering a bit of momentum here. We're managing to get the ball away, but they've managed to get it back. They're putting it back in the box. They've hit the post. And we're going to have to weather the storm here. I really don't like this. I mean, Manu's not playing very well. I mean, we've got a lot of people playing decently, but I don't like how we're Oh, that was a nasty challenge. 60th minute, 2-0 up. Do we make any changes to the team? That is the question. I mean, we could... they're back leading. The team below me are back leading. That's annoying. Well, we can replace... do we? Do we, though? Because Grimmer's going to come in. That's pretty much a guarantee. We're going to bring him in. And we're going to bring him in. That's what we're going to do. We're going to replace 3 players that aren't playing very well with 3 decent players. Molinero into Jed. It's close, but no cigar. And we're going to take off Jed for Vega. Because Vega's a very good player, so I'm not even concerned about that one. Oh my god. If my centre-backs could pass. They've scored. This happens every time. I make some substitutions and they get right back into it because my defence decide to just stop passing properly. And I haven't even meddled with my defence. This is like still one of my best defences I could pull out. Like, what in the world is going on? I mean, they equalised again and then they've bounced back, which is so frustrating. Vega into Paber, into Zheng. Oh my god, the kid almost scored. Saved onto the bar. The young kid's shot from distance and nearly scored. That is hilarious. That is brilliant. I mean, that it would have been even better if they actually managed to score, but unfortunately not. And he's trying to shoot again. I'm quite enjoying what this kid is doing. Oh my god, Molinero has just shot from distance. It's not going to count because apparently he was offside despite the fact he was barely in the box. But we have managed to pick up a victory there against one of the teams at the bottom. I mean, bloody hell. I'm very, very happy with that. Very, very happy. Get in. Get in indeed. Jesus Christ. I mean, we're now... I mean, everyone's still got a game in hand against us, so we haven't really progressed. But we are only 4 points off of Berkakawa. It's a real shame that Guja couldn't get a point there. Because that could have just created some distance between us. But, I mean, you can't do everything, can you? Resounding success, bumper crowd of 562. Really is a bumper crowd. Early reaction indicates a great set, and the board are expecting to see an increase in long-term attendance. That's great to hear. In disallowed goal controversy, are they? Are they? Right. Sure. I'm sure. Can you expect any business? I won't be discussing anything. But yeah, I think that... I mean, we're now down to just very secure, which is quite funny. Because they're now very pleased. Because it's still an overachievement to be in the continental competitions. But yeah, we're no longer untouchable, which is what we were. And going into these final 5 games of the season, all against teams around us, it's going to be interesting. We literally play them next. We play the team below us next. If we then beat them, I am then 100% confident, because we would then be 5 points clear of a team that is already clear of the people below. We also do play Hamrun at some point. So, yeah, we've... It's going to be an interesting end to the season, that is for certain. But that does bring an end to the stream. I do thank you all for watching, for tuning in to my first one back. It's very, very nice to come back into the fold. It's it's one of those. I've obviously rusty. Obviously rusty coming back, but this has been very, very nice. I've stayed a lot longer than I expected because I've actually enjoyed myself. I'm very much lost my voice, which is probably not great given the fact that I am helping to celebrate my birthday tomorrow. So my birthday's not until Monday, but I am celebrating it with some friends tomorrow. So if my voice is gone, I'm in big trouble. But no, thank you all for watching. It has been great to be back. If you are watching afterwards, if you're tuning in the day after or whatever, because you've seen that I've been streaming, thank you as well. And I should be back on next Thursday. Next Thursday should be when I'm back on. I might be on a little bit earlier because I'm at work the next day, and so I might be on a little bit earlier, maybe at around 7 o'clock. But do keep an eye out, do put notifications on, because if for whatever reason I just decide to flick on the camera, then yeah, like there's a good chance I'd choose to do that. So do put notifications on. I'm on so many different platforms. It's ridiculous. I'm on X, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, 2 of which I'm streaming on now. I'm going to try and sort out streaming on TikTok, so I'm over on there as well for you all to watch and all to enjoy. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure to be back. Pleasure to everyone. Thank you to everyone who tuned in during the entire stream. It's been brilliant to be back, and thank you very much, and I will see you all very, very soon.